So this year, for one of my friends' Christmas presents, I actually decided to make them a custom painted skateboard. I got it out of the box, and then I noticed it actually had a really cute design with sardines, so I was a little sad about having to get rid of that, but that's okay. I needed to remove the trucks and the wheels, and I was actually having a really hard time by myself, so I took it back into the skate shop, and the guy there did it for me with his electric drill. And later that night, I returned home to start sanding the board. Sanding it took a while. I had to get off the varnish, and then I tried to get off as much of the original design as possible so that I wouldn't have that bright yellow showing through when I tried to paint it later on. And I also primed it after this, but I did not film that since I primed it in my bedroom, and it kind of made my whole house smell of paint primer, which I'm sure did not make my housemates very happy. The next day, I mixed my fluid acrylic colors with pouring medium and flow medium. I was trying 2 different types because I've never used fluid acrylics before, but it was interesting to see how those work. I might not do them again for a while. Those aren't cheap. So I painted it, and I also didn't film it, but I did tape the whole deck of the board after removing the grip tape from it. So everything is taped up and covered. The first time I poured the acrylic, I wasn't that happy with it. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just was trying to copy things I had seen on the internet. Looking back, I know what I could have done better. I also didn't realize how much acrylic paint it would take, even in fluid acrylics, to cover a whole skateboard. So this is how the first fluid acrylic pour came out, and I really hated it. So I did it again, and this time I was much more satisfied with how it came out. I liked the colors popping more, so I decided to keep that and move on. So that one dried overnight, and then I had sketched out some references for what I wanted the board to look like. I wasn't really sure which one I would use, so I kind of just winged it when I was painting. And I didn't realize until I started this project that I didn't realize that I don't really know how fish look. At least not koi fish. I don't know how koi fish look. So I was just kind of winging it, and on my phone I was looking at my reference sketches that I had made for the shape, and then I was kind of just placing them wherever I was vibing with them. I didn't film when I was actually adding the spots and some of the color. I didn't realize that my camera had cut off at that time, but I did film the final product, so it came out looking like this. I was pretty pleased with it. It wasn't how I originally intended it to be, but that was okay. When I finished painting, I let it dry, and then I touched up all the edges to make sure that there weren't cracks in the color. And then I also had to let that dry before I decided to varnish it. So I was then checking if it was all dry, looking at the design, making sure I didn't want to change anything else, and I attempted to put on grip tape, as you can see here, but it didn't really go that well for me. So I ended up taking it off, and I sent it to my friend without any grip tape on it, but that was okay because it's really intended to be something to put on display in his home and not to ride, so maybe not having grip tape will be better. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the alarm button so you can stay up to date with our new releases. XOXO, Wiggle Game.